Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about some things that need some buffs and some things that need some nerfs in the game. So, first up we come to the light build, and the V95 is pretty overpowered, and the reason for that is simply because of its clip size. It's got 24 bullets in it, and you really don't need that many of those bullets to kill someone. So it's a very, very forgiving weapon that's also super powerful. And I think the way to nerf this is going to be to reduce the clip size by a couple of bullets. I'm not sure how many, I'm not going to put a number on it, but I just think that the magazine size needs to be reduced. This is kind of like the problem with the LH1. For anyone that played the previous closed betas, you'll know the LH1 used to have 20 bullets in it. It had no camera shake and no recoil. And then it was nerfed. It went from 20 bullets to 15 bullets, which is what it is now. And then a bunch of camera shake was added as well. I think the camera shake is a bit overkill. I think if this just gets a nerf to purely the clip size, I think it's going to become a lot more balanced. It's going to be a weapon you have to hit your shots with to make the most out of it, kind of like the LH1 is now, minus the camera shake. So I think this just needs a nerf to the clip size. Then, also for the light, we have the stun gun. This thing is pretty strong, its cooldown really is quite short, and I think to nerf it, the cooldown just has to be made a bit longer. And that's because if you hit someone with this, they're basically out of the fight and it's basically a free kill, especially if you shoot them in the back. There's really not a whole lot that they're going to be able to do unless they're like a heavy with a flamethrower. You're probably just going to get a free kill there. So this is definitely quite strong as well, and sometimes you can just use it twice in one fight, so I think this needs to have a bit of a longer cooldown on it too. So that should be it for the light. There's other stuff that's like strong and then not so strong, but I'm just going to go through what's like definitely overpowered and also definitely quite weak, which brings us to the FCAR. This thing is very not great. It's got 20 bullets in it compared to the AKM's 36. It does a very similar amount of damage as the AKM. It's got a worse fire rate than the AKM, and it's got much harder recoil to control than the AKM. So this thing really isn't worth it. The AKM's just going to be better, and it either needs to do a bit more damage, or it needs to have a larger clip size. I'm kind of fine with doing either one. I think having higher damage with the current fire rate is going to be nice, but I also think just having a larger clip size would be nice as well. So I don't really mind, and I think those are the kind of two choices that are there for this one. But something does need to be done with it. It is very weak. Then we come to the heavy. I've seen a lot of complaints about the flamethrower, but I think it's actually not the worst. It's a close-range weapon, and, you know, if someone can aim for headshots, the M60 and the Lewis gun is just going to outgun the flamethrower if someone is good and if they can aim for those headshots. The flamethrower's weakness is in its range, and in that it has no headshot multiplier, right? So while it is good, I don't think it needs a nerf or anything. And the SA-1216 is quite strong. But neither of these weapons, neither the flamethrower or the shotgun, are as strong as the light's V95 and stun gun. So I'd just kind of vouch for those to be nerfed. And then I'd also vouch for the FCAR to be buffed. And then after that, I think it's going to be easier to tell what the next meta is. But these are the outstanding ones right now. The outstanding things that need to be dealt with for sure are those three things. And then also, like, maybe the Guardian turret and maybe the flamethrower and the shotgun need to be dealt with. But the V95, stun gun, and the FCAR, they all need nerfs and buffs. And I want to use the FCAR as well because it looks awesome. Like, look at how cool that skin is and look at how cool that gun looks. It's a really cool looking gun. And I used to use this gun a lot in the previous closed beta, actually. I really liked it, even back when it didn't have a scope. But the AKM is definitely just a lot better. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. It's just going to be a quick little, you know, call out for what I think should be nerfed and buffed. And I think that those changes would probably put the game in a better state and make everything much more balanced. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.